Welcome, folks, to the question and answer series that we have going here at prokanban.org. I'm joined today with Domi and Jose. Welcome back, folks. You guys have been with us before.
Yeah.
Hello.
Hello.
We're still if this is one of the later ones that gets posted because we don't know what order things show up on the internet. We're still in the Christmas season here. We're still in the holiday season, as you can see from Domi's background. The question we're trying to answer here, which is probably the most common one you get as soon as you start training, a Kanban training, is how do we set WIP limits? How do we go about? We have got a board. How do we go about setting WIP limits? You all keep telling us Kanban is all about this WIP stuff. How do we set WIP limits? Tell me, Jose.
Actually, I would say that you don't have to set WIP limits right from the start, but you have to find a way to limit the WIP. And in my case, in my experience, I found it better to set an SLE, choose an SLE with the team, like maybe 15 days, 85% of the time, and then start with this and look at the week at the working time age every day and try to stay within that time box of 15 days 80% of the time, and the WIP limit will probably emerge naturally with this setting of your way to limit the WIP.
It's interesting, like having a WIP limit without having a WIP limit. Oh, did we lose Domi? We lost Domi.
Oh.
All right. Well, let's continue. Let's hope Domi's able to join back in here soon. But yeah, so that's an interesting way of thinking about this. To say that you can have a WIP limit without, you can limit WIP, you can control WIP without having an explicit WIP limit. That's
Yeah.
the, yeah. Well, I probably a follow-up question then. Why do we see all these Kanban boards with WIP limits on them if that is a suggested way to go about it?
I think that is a great misunderstanding of what is the Kanban strategy. Kanban strategy, if you read the Kanban guide, just say you have to find a way to limit the WIP. The Kanban guide doesn't say you have to set WIP limits on every column or stuff like this. They say you have to find a way to limit the WIP. And I found myself better to set this SLE and look at the SLE every day with all the age of a work item that is in the process and find a way to not get past that SLE.
Yeah. So I'm gonna recap real quick. What I'm hearing from you is there are multiple different ways to set WIP. One that has worked really well for you is set an SLE and then see what WIP works for that SLE. You could potentially just take a first stab at a WIP limit as well, just whatever works for you, and then watch flow the same way that Jose was saying. Just watch flow and see what happens. And we got Tommy back. Tommy, we're almost wrapping up here, but let's do a quick recap again. Just figure out whatever the WIP is that you're comfortable with, and then watch flow and adjust it. That thing is going to be a living thing that is going to keep changing. You're not tied to the first WIP limit you come up with.
Exactly. Don't overcomplicate. Just go with the flow.
Exactly. Just go with the flow. I'm glad you came back to say that. I love that. Just real quick, where can we find you all?
Domibula.com, LinkedIn.
Perfect. And Jose?
LinkedIn and flowmiser.org.
Perfect. Please go find these folks so that you can take some training from them, get some more coaching from them. Any of the Pro Kanban trainers, you can find their classes listed on prokanban.org. And we'll see you in the next episode. Thank you.
See you.